Hey guys, welcome back to the Big Red Express. Joining now by a good friend of the podcast. Been on the podcast a bunch of times. Ben, how are things going? Leading up to the Open, how's training going?
Going real good. Good to talk to you again.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
So how you feeling? I mean, obviously you've been working hard. You know, you got the Ben Smith blueprint, which we'll talk about more.
Yeah.
In this interview and stuff like that. But just talk about a little bit more about your training, kind of what you've been focusing on since, kind of the Open season started.
Yeah, training's going really good. Coming up on the Open season, right?
Yeah.
Starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, we've been enjoying ourselves at the gym every day. I'm really excited. I think what I'm most excited to see is like my brothers and everybody we've been training with, see how they do in the Open this year. Because I'm pretty pumped for them because they've been hitting the workouts pretty hard. So I'm excited to see how everybody does. And training's been going really well. Everybody's been really solid, and getting stronger, getting fitter. Yeah, every day.
You talk about your training and things like that. And we talked to you before about how you just kind of go off the fly, just kind of don't really have a structured program. Doing the Ben Smith blueprint. What does that kind of entail? You've been doing that more and more. I think that you've kind of established that over the last 6 months or so, probably even sooner than that. But talk to us a little bit about, kind of putting yourself out there as, the Ben Smith blueprint, your own programming, and kind of what that involves if people kind of want to do it.
Yeah, so, I've always done my own programming. I've always made up my own workouts, and I've always kind of led a group of friends through the workout every single morning. And, now I train with the big group. But, yeah, I've been offering my programming online for like a year and a half now.
Right.
Maybe even more than that.
Yeah,
more than that. But I kind of rebranded it the Ben Smith Blueprint and try to come up with a cool name for it.
Sure.
But basically what it is just everything that I do. It's a program that everything I do every day. So I'll give you guys stimulus that you're supposed to hit for each workout, what the percentages are if I'm doing a workout rate based off my 1 rep maxes, like our times for our workouts and everything. So you guys have like time zones to shoot for, that kind of stuff. And what I really wanted to do was just get a program out there, something that's proven. A lot of people don't know how to train, or if they're new to CrossFit and they want to kind of compete in CrossFit, or they want to be better, or they want to be competitive. Right. They have somewhere to go for that, because I didn't have anywhere really to go other than the CrossFit main site. So
definitely,
it's good to have. It's good. Like, I want to be able to give back what I know to anybody else that's interested in it. So that's why I kind of started the Ben Smith Blueprint, to be able to do that.
Now, is it just for the elite athlete, just for the person that wants to maybe has the dreams and hopes of going to regionals in the games, or can it just be for your everyday person?
It can be for your everyday person. Like, you can cherry pick workouts. We just have a lot of good workouts. So if you want to sign up and cherry pick workouts, that's fine. But then we also made a new started with a new called like a framework. Yeah. And it's just a simplified version of it. So 60 to 90 minutes. It's like normally a workout of the day, and then some skill work.
Definitely.
Sometimes it's 2 workouts rather than 1. But it'll all fit in 60 to 90 minutes. So if you just have getting to the gym 1 time a day, it's an awesome program for you to follow. Some of the workouts are what we do. Some of the workouts are changed up a little bit to fit in the time domain. But it's most of the stuff what I do every day, just simplified down.
What made you kind of go toward that? Or create that framework?
I've been getting a lot of questions saying hey, what do I pick? I can't do all this. What do I pick?
Right.
We train a lot, so it's just a way to kind of just simplify that for people that wanted to do it. So,
for sure. Yeah. Now, I know you've been doing a lot, especially, as the Open comes up, a lot of the every minute on the minute kind of interval type of work. And, Jace Khalipa puts out one every day. And, a lot of people kind of, do that as a workout. They're great workouts, and doing that when you put into your workouts and things like that. What do you do more of? Do you do more of the every minute on the minute? Do you do more for time workouts, chippers? What kind of workouts do you focus on? When you're not in season and when you are leading up to the Open.
Yeah, I think I don't know that you can specifically focus on any one workout. That's probably what you expected me to say, but we're going to get a little bit of everything.
No, definitely,
we train multiple times throughout the day, so normally each day we'll do a little bit of strength work, but we like to change up what kind of strength work we do. Sometimes it's an on-the-minute workout, sometimes it's just purely strength work. Sometimes we will lift heavy for time, right? So it's faster. So we try to do that with everything. So our workouts, we change between AMRAPs, intervals, every minute on-the-minute workouts. Everyone has a little bit different of a goal. So each workout has a goal. Like, each workout I have an idea in my head of, hey, this is why I'm doing this workout.
For sure.
That's kind of what I write up when I write the workouts up. But every workout has a goal in mind. So sometimes, like an EMOM, you might be trying to get a lot more volume over time, so it's a little bit lower of an intensity. Sometimes you can make EMOMs that are way higher of intensity.
Right.
It's just to kind of keep you on the clock. So every workout's a little different, but you don't want to only do EMOMs. They're awesome, but you don't want to only do AMRAPs.
For sure.
Like the open, you don't want to only do workouts for time. You want to kind of constantly varied functional movement.
Yeah, I mean,
CrossFit.
That's CrossFit. I mean,
yeah, right.
And I think you're going to hear that more and more no matter who you talk to. That's just kind of the way it is. You don't want to just stick to one certain thing.
Yeah.
If someone does only have, 30, 45 minutes to work out or for maybe an hour, they don't have a gym nearby, or they work out at a Gold's Gym or something, one of those Globo Gym. What's kind of the best workout that you kind of found? Because that's what you used to do. You used to work out in the ODU gym. You used to work out, in the school gym. What kind of workout was your kind of go-to workout when you weren't surrounded by all your equipment?
Yeah, so I mean, like for an example, we were on vacation down in the Bahamas. Vacation with Reebok down in the Bahamas.
Right.
But we were all there, and it was the evening. I didn't have access to a gym, so I wanted to work out. What do? I did 15 burpees on the minute for 10 minutes.
Oh,
rested 2 minutes and did, I think it was like 150 air squats for time or something like Tabata air squats or something like that. But burpees are always a really good go-to. They're like one of my favorites. Just super simple workouts.
Right.
You can do that in an EMOM format. You can
Good
do
point,
that in reps for time. However you want to, whatever you feel like you can get the most intensity out of. Whatever you're like, hey, I want to do that. That sounds good. Let's do that.
Definitely.
Go with it.
Yeah.
Go with your gut. That's what I've always done.
Now, during the CrossFit season and throughout the year, really, we've talked about it a little bit, but I know it's changed, the more and more, the closer you get to the season and stuff like that. We talked to your brothers a couple weeks ago. They don't really have a diet. You know what I mean? Like they kind of eat whatever they want whenever they want. A lot of snack food, a lot of junk food, a lot of waffles, a lot of candy,
Mostly waffles.
Right. And when I see them and then I see you when you eat and some of the stuff, it's like complete opposite of what you do. Kind of talk to us about your diet and, training as much as you do, but also trying to keep yourself fueled to stay at high performance.
Yes, I mean, they are still relatively new to everything anyway.
Yeah.
So, let them do what they want to do, and it's fine. My diet's changed over the years. I've kind of tried a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And I've found what works for me. And even now I'm trying things out. Like I tried the zone diet where it's 40, 30, 30.
Right.
Carb, protein, fat. And I broke it down for like macronutrients for like 3 or 4 months.
Right? Yeah.
And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I kind of recognize foods and what I'm eating and here and there. And then I changed it just based off of what's simple. Like I stick with really simple foods. So like breakfast, eggs and avocado.
Yeah.
Coffee, right?
Okay.
Go work out, come back. I'll have like oatmeal, peanut butter, berries.
Okay.
Like blueberries or whatever, and for like a second breakfast.
Yeah.
Maybe banana or some fruit or something, and then like lunch is usually chicken, steak, fish, or rice.
Okay.
But like with rice, one of the 3 meats with rice.
Yeah.
And then I'll do that maybe 2 times like that, and then I'll have it again in the afternoon. And then dinner is really simple, like carbohydrate, protein, fat, like a good fat, rice or potatoes,
right?
And then just stick with chicken or steak. Like I try to keep it as simple as possible. Like
right, definitely
eat the simplest diet I can, and then like twice a week I'll have burrito perdido, or like I'll have Chipotle or whatever.
For sure,
I'll just eat. But it's not every day. Like you'll see
right,
it, but it's not every day. Like
definitely
Alec and Dane's waffles.
Right. Oh my gosh, it's
complex.
I don't get it. I really wish I understood how they did it, but I don't. Like it's one of those things where like I see their stories on Instagram and things like that. I'm just like I give up because they just are constantly doing it. Now, do you prep your food or most of the stuff you cook and eat fresh?
Yeah. I mean, I'll cook I'll go to the store. Like I just went to the store. I got like 3 or 4 pounds of steak, and I'll eat that for the next 3 days probably.
Yeah.
But it just makes it easier so I don't have to cook all the time. So I'll grill up like a bunch of stuff all at once and throw it in with some vegetables or some potatoes or some rice. I'll have some rice cooked all the time.
Right.
Like I just have rice cooking in the rice pot all the time.
Trust me. Yeah. I think it's an easy thing that people kind of forget about because they can just cook it. It's decent for you to, I mean,
it's good like post-workout for sure.
Right.
So getting some carbohydrates in there.
Exactly. To like get some energy back in your body.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit. Does nutritional advice come included in the Ben Smith Blueprint? Do people ask you? I'm sure you get questions all the time about that.
I email out the workouts at the end of the week and for the week ahead. And I'm like, hey, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Normally I'll get some questions throughout the week and spend some time, try to get back with them as soon as possible and spend some time answering some of their questions. But yeah, if they have questions, they sign up and I'm there to answer them. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So you pretty much get one-on-one. I mean, you get the workouts that you're doing. You probably do them the week or two before.
Just the week before, and then during the open, I've been sending out everything like at the end of the day so that everybody can follow along like day to day, because people kind of wanted to know what we were doing day to day for the open.
For sure.
It changes up because you're like, all right, I got to compete on Friday.
Exactly.
So
right.
You're gearing up for Friday a little bit.
Right. And a lot of people do this kind of like the Friday Night Lights thing at their gym, and it's become a real spectacle. I think it has become really cool to see that at so many gyms all over the area, and you guys do it at Krypton, and
it's fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a blast again this year, and bigger and better than ever. I feel like it's bigger and better every year as the open grows. Those type of things grow, and those traditions continue to go.
Yeah.
Talking about the open, and you say you send them out every day. As you're training for the open, yes, there's a certain set of movements that CrossFit has used in the open in years past. This year they teased, or they said they were going to open up a brand new can of worms with the dumbbell.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people when that announcement was made, you guys went out and bought dumbbells. You guys got more you started training more with dumbbells.
Sure.
Is there anything else that you kind of work on more than others during the open season?
Yes, I mean Dave will post something on his Instagram, and it'll remind you that you need to go back and work on those things. So there's so many things that you can work on in CrossFit that you shouldn't really be repeating too many movements too often. Like you can work on other things and there's always something different that you can work on.
Yeah.
So it's always fun when something gets thrown in there like that. Like, hey, maybe I need to work on some dumbbells a little bit more.
Yeah.
Let me change it up a little bit.
Definitely.
And it makes it, it makes training fun a little bit, and then you get sick and tired of dumbbells. Then you go moving on to something else.
Right.
It's like that's why I really loved CrossFit in the beginning. It's like you're not just running every single day. You're not just swimming every single day. Like you can change it up. You can do something different. It's not as monotonous.
Right.
That's what I enjoy about it. So it's good to get a fresh perspective on it.
Yeah. Do you ever, think about the open and think about training for the open and wonder to yourself, am I doing enough to get ready? Obviously, you train all year, constantly doing it. You've been doing it forever. I mean, it seems like you've been doing it for almost a decade. It's probably been about a decade since you started. Do you ever, kind of get the feeling like I'm not going to be prepared this year? Or is it just kind of just go in and go to the office?
I think that's maybe I had that feeling a couple years ago, and I think since then definitely it's changed. So I think I'll be prepared for the open. It's not not anything that I haven't done 8 times before. I'm feeling pretty comfortable going in
for sure. Yeah,
going into it, and I know my training's been well. I repeat workouts and I'm fitter, and the workouts are easier. So it's like, okay, I'm still getting better.
Something's working.
Things are still working, and feeling good.
Now, when you look at the big stage, I mean the games, it's gotten bigger than ever. They're moving to Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Talk to us about that. When you heard that announcement, obviously you were part of the Invitational. You were there, when the announcement was officially made.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your thoughts and your opinions when it's for the first time. It's not going to be out in California.
Yeah. It's
going to be a little bit closer to the East Coast. You don't have to go as far.
Yeah, right.
But talk to us about, your first thoughts on Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see it there. I think it'll have a lot of potential to grow just because it's like that's what the city will be there for that whole week.
Yeah.
Like, it's like CrossFit.
Right.
It's like CrossFit's taking over the city. Right?
Definitely.
I think it's cool. I think it'll change up things a little bit. I think it'll maybe take a year to get used to it, but I think it's going to give it a bigger opportunity to grow, a bigger platform, like push it out there a little bit more, get some more eyes on it. I think it'll be fun.
Right.
Yeah. It's not as nice as California weather-wise, but
right.
It'll still be, who knows, it'll probably be pretty nice there.
And that's the biggest thing that I saw when I heard that it was going to be there. The biggest thing you think of is the weather, because you can't really, I mean, everywhere but California, you can't really say, the weather's going to be like this at any given time. And I
don't
know
if they're going to be indoor or outdoor either. So I've heard both. I'm not sure which one it's going to be.
Or if it's going to be, some in, some out. Like, I think
it
would be fun to have and like I said, I've never been to Madison, Wisconsin. I don't know the venues that they have there, but I would love to see kind of a stadium, like an indoor stadium type of feel. I think that would be a cool thing for the spectators. I mean, I remember, going to regionals a couple of years. I think it was the last year it was in D.C., the Mid-Atlantic region. You guys were in the GMU, basketball court.
Yep.
And like that was a cool feel because the seats went up, like they didn't go out. Like I feel like it was loud as crap in there every time that someone was, cheering. Would you prefer it being outside, inside? Does it matter to you or
no?
No, doesn't
matter. Doesn't matter to me. I think it'll be fun either way.
Yeah,
I mean it's
you can guarantee you one thing: they're not going to be hopping you guys on a flight and flying you to Aromas again.
Sure, that'll be a longer flight.
Right, it'd be a little bit longer of a day than
some lake
last
swimming.
year. Hey.
That'd be nice, like a long lane
right?
across the lake.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool, right?
That'd be sweet. Or like an obstacle course around the lake.
I don't know. They got a lot of stuff to play with out there, so I think it'd be pretty cool.
For sure. Well, when you look, we're talking to Ben Smith here, and Ben, thanks again for chatting with us. Talk about, a little bit more about the Ben Smith Blueprint. Kind of your inspiration. Obviously, you've been training. You train with your brothers, your coaches at your gym, things like that. If someone wants to kind of get involved in the Ben Smith Blueprint, if someone wants to hop on, get involved, they want to sign up, what do they do?
It's on Beyond the Whiteboard. So they can check that out. It's on both my Instagram and my Twitter. If you just click on the link in my bio, it goes right there.
Perfect.
But it's beyondthewhiteboard.com and then /Krypton.
Sweet. And I think
it's right to it.
It's at bsmith13 and at the Ben Smith Blueprint.
Oh, yeah, I have the Ben Smith Blueprint on Instagram.
Yeah, go and follow that, guys.
Follow that one. I post a video every day or maybe two of us training. I'll work out here and there, but just trying to get some stuff out there, us training, because there's always something going on. Yeah,
for sure. And, guys, we're going to be giving away a free month of the Ben Smith Blueprint at the end of the Open, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Big giveaway, a month free of programming from the 2015, one of CrossFit's greatest athletes ever, Ben Smith. Ben, thanks again, and we will catch you down the road.
No problem. Let's go work out.
Let's do it.